Big breaking news coming in on the international front, where a US judge has now blocked the Trump administration from revoking Harvard University's ability to enroll foreign students. The order provides temporary relief to thousands of international students who are faced with being forced to transfer under a policy that the Ivy League school called part of the administration's broader effort to retaliate against it for refusing to, and I quote, surrender its academic independence. So this is a huge jolt to the Trump administration in the wake of that move against Harvard University removing its ability to enroll foreign students. But that entire action has now been blocked by a US judge. But will the Trump administration comply with the order coming in from this US judge as it imposes its agenda on a top university like Harvard? We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But in the optics of the entire matter, this is another blow to Donald Trump's agenda. I'm joined by my colleague Siddhant Mishra on the broadcast. So Siddhant, clearly Donald Trump thought it was smooth sailing when it came to this move against the Harvard University. But clearly Harvard primed with its lawyers, and given the sentiments surrounding the Trump administration's move against Ivy League schools, the judge has sided with Harvard University, putting a block on this order.
Well, that's right, Ayushman. In fact, a federal judge blocked the Trump administration has in fact blocked the Trump administration, Trump administration's order preventing Harvard University from enrolling international students. In fact, U.S. District Judge issued the ruling orders after Harvard filed a lawsuit challenging the government's decision. Harvard described the move to revoke its certification under the Student and Exchange Visitors Program as clear retaliation against the university for refusing to comply with politically motivated government demands. Now, judge who is also handling a separate lawsuit against the government's freeze on $2.65 billion in federal funding to Harvard is now overseeing the case over the international student ban. Harvard's latest complaint argues that the government's removal of the university from the SEVP system is unlawful and violates procedural rules. In fact, the university request highlighted the sudden confusion caused by the ban, saying that effective immediately, countless academic programs, research laboratories, clinics, and courses supported by Harvard's F1 and J1 visa students have been thrown into disarray. Immediate relief is necessary. And in fact, they have also cited that how the Department of Homeland Security announced it was revoking Harvard's ability to enroll foreign students, which effectively means that the university's international students must transfer elsewhere or risk losing their legal status. The university has nearly 7,000 international students, Ayushman, from more than 140 countries. This number is nearly 27% of total enrollment, including incoming and current students. Perhaps this was something, Ayushman, which was expected. In fact, there was a lot of build-up, ahead of this decision of Trump administration. And in fact, Trump administration wanted Harvard to comply with their demands, and since they have not, so they have banned Harvard from enrolling the international students. But now the relief has come from the U.S. courts.
Right, but Siddhant, at the same time, we also saw that with the deportation saga that unfolded right as Trump took office, several courts also ruled against the way in which the Trump administration was deporting several American citizens, even those who had already been granted asylum. But Trump didn't comply with those court rulings. In fact, the Trump administration went on to target the judges, saying that these leftist judges are trying to block the president's agenda. So clearly we could see that same narrative play out over here as well.
Well, absolutely, Ayushman. This is something which is again expected from Donald Trump's administration, because in the past also, as you rightly said, as far as the deportation of people from the different nationality from U.S. Is concerned, perhaps that one case that also was challenged in U.S. courts at various levels, and in fact, at that point in time, exactly what you said, Trump perhaps claimed and said that, those judges belong to different ideology, etc., etc. So in this particular case also, we could expect a similar response coming from Trump administration. Perhaps right now we don't have any official word from Trump administration as far as this order from the courts is concerned, we are still awaiting for a response from Donald Trump's administration.
Absolutely, but the playbook remains the same.
Network 18 is now the clear leader in digital media, with 55% more users on native platforms and social media than Times Internet. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.